Day Wednesday, baby.
All right, hey guys, J-Man here. I thought I'd throw that in from Big Lebowski, one of the best movies ever made, ever. Yeah. Anyway, so we're back again to talk some Women of Wrestling. Just a quick thank you to everyone who just joined me live like 10 minutes ago for my third episode of Let's Read Superboy. So we read the first 3 issues. They're really short streams. They're only about half an hour long. I'm going through every Superboy comic, starting with number 1. So we did 1, 2, and 3. Just did 3 10 minutes ago. So thank you to everybody who came on for that. And I appreciate it. Okay, so let's do some other quick updates. Next Wednesday will not be a wrestling stream, so we're going to figure out a day to do it. We'll go through my patented schedule here and try to figure out something. But maybe even like Thursday next week or something might be okay. We'll see what how it goes. But this Friday is a big one. This one's really important this Friday, guys. We have gone through 8 films in the 80s fantasy genre, and we're now down to the final 4 of the 80s fantasy versus tournament. It's been crazy to get here. All 4 of these movies for me are like really top tier. I kind of have my favorites, but every time I think about them, I kind of change them. I'm like, maybe this one. I really have no idea. This is probably the first time that I have zero. I can't even bet on which ones are going to make it. I've got a couple of favorites, but if any of these 4 make it, like any 2 of these, I'd be totally fine with. And I've been, I joined a sword and sorcery group, and that group has been voting. I've put these final 4 up as a vote, and there's a lot of votes. So there's a lot of people voicing their opinions on this. So that's going to be determined this Friday. It's going to be me, Sean, Steven, Charlie, our regulars, and we're also going to have Hungry Boy. So Hungry Boy is going to join us to get to the final 4. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So that's that. All right. Without any further delay, let's bring in our co-host for this segment. All right. We are ready. I don't know what's going on with my stream here. It's like there you go. I'm trying to catch up the YouTube stream. Okay. All right, so we got a few things to talk about because we've got SmackDown, Backlash, Raw, and NXT.
Yep.
So let's just do SmackDown. Not too many things. Like SmackDown's going to be the least thing because Backlash is what it all. It's like anytime like SmackDown before a pay-per-view is always just like rubbish. It's just like we got to get to the pay-per-view, so that's all anyone really cares about.
Yeah.
There is the mixed tag with Zelina and Rhea Ripley. I mean, whatever.
I don't know. Like it's difficult for me to like. The emphasis on a mixed tag is usually to men.
Right.
So and the problem is that Zelina, they were really trying hard to convince everyone that Zelina had a sliver of a chance against Rhea Ripley, and it was just, I don't know. Like I really like Fantasma Delegado. I like the LWO. I kind of don't want them to be the LWO though, and I kind of don't want Fantasma Delegado to be faces. I prefer them as heels. I like the whole suits and cigars and champagne and all that stuff, and coming out and being like this almost like a Spanish mafia type of team.
Yeah, they completely abandoned that.
Yeah.
It was almost like 1 week they were that, and then the next appearance was LWO. I'm like, did something happen behind the scenes? Like, that was so weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was abrupt, and
Abrupt.
it sucked the air out of the character of those four
Yep.
formers. Right now they're just faceless faces, and it's just like, no personality, just LWO. I'm like, but do you guys actually know the LWO functioned a bit like the NWO, except they were the LWO? It was all Latino World Order. Like, there was almost like throwing it into the NWO face. Like, it's not just a face faction. They had a purpose. And I don't see the purpose of the LWO.
I was just going to say, I think these WO, whatever letter WO, I think that's done.
Yeah.
Like, even like Wolfpack or NWO or the Blue World Order or any of these, I think those, like, is there a, like, I guess you could bring them back, like, but you'd have to really do something like really crazy. Like, they got to come out and kick the crap. Like, they had Savio Vega come out. I'm like, okay.
Carlito came out.
Carlito, I don't care.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that on Backlash, I guess, but
it's just they're calling them the LWO. They don't do anything
right
that I would consider LWO. Like, there's no, spitting in the face of authority. There's no doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. They're a face faction that's just called the Latino World Order. Yeah. Like, you might as well just call them, like the Latino good guys. I don't know what to say. Like, it just sucks the life. It just sucked the life out of them. And I don't really like. They did this tag match, which basically lasted, I don't know, 5 minutes, and I don't remember a damn thing from it.
I don't remember anything. I just posted a poll: should the LWO be abandoned? Yeah, I don't know. Look, if Zelina's a villain, then she can cheat and stuff, and then that makes her size not that big a deal, because anyone can get hit with a steel chair or foreign objects or whatever. Like, they have to do something with her, like, in that sense, or like the guys cheat on her behalf or something. Like,
well, here's the problem. Zelina Vega, they're trying to make her a female Rey Mysterio.
Right.
Okay. Put a mask on her and have her win against bigger characters. Give it some credibility. It's just, she was, because if you look at how she ran that entire thing, she was just like, whenever she's faced off against Rhea, she's like rolling out of the way and running to corners and trying to do sneak attacks and, quick moves and stuff like that. Use her speed to her advantage.
Right.
It would make that credible as a winning tactic, instead of just having it to prolong what is an inevitable beating. So,
yeah, I don't know. I like Zelina, but what are you gonna do? Like, they gotta retool. I don't know what happened. I like that Phantasma guys. It's like okay, they look pretty badass, and now literally it's like you guys are just generic. Oh, we're the LWO. Well, you're just generic LWO. So, all right, we had Bianca, Damage Control. She's saying Bailey was like, I made you and everything. That was good. And then Liv and Raquel came out. Liv and Raquel just now come out.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like,
just
here.
Wherever you need, whenever you're facing a bunch of female heels and you need good guys, they'll appear.
It's like the Three Amigos. Yeah. Wherever there is injustice, you will find us. Wherever there is suffering, we'll be there. Whenever liberty is threatened. Whenever liberty is threatened. I love that movie.
Oh, man.
I really want to put, I'm trying to clip, I can't find it. I'm trying to clip. We strayed from the formula and we paid the price. That's that whole Amigos where he's like,
yeah,
they're like talking about the Amigo movies.
Yeah.
Henry Flugelman or whatever. And he's like,
yeah.
he goes, oh, Shooting for Love, Wanderers of the West, The Ride, The Three Amigos, all successful pictures. Why is because it's three wealthy Spanish landowners who fight for the rights of peasants. That's something everyone likes. It's a people idea. It's an idea that the nation can sink its teeth into. But then, Kim, those darn amigos, a box office failure. Nobody went to see it because nobody cares about three wealthy Spanish landowners on a weekend in Manhattan. We strayed from the formula and we paid the price. And then it's like Martin Short tries to like redeem this. I thought we were quite good, Nick.
Yeah, like he's trying.
He's right. I thought we were pretty good. And he's like, no.
Read the room, man.
It's like, but yeah, it's like, read the room, buddy. It's over. Like, just shut your mouth. But it's true. It's like, why are you? It's like you had your thing. Just leave it. Like,
yeah. I mean, it was fine. I don't know why they switched them.
I don't know. So anyways, then we had so this is the Zelina, and then we had the actual match really of Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio. That's how I felt about that match. I'm like,
it was a yawn.
There was something that happened in that match that I thought was weird, which was there was like a tag POV camera. Did you notice that? Like it was behind Rey Mysterio, and it's like from behind, so you could see his arm reaching this way behind. I'm like, is this like some weird? I don't think I've seen this angle before. And I'm like, it's like the big POV from the turnbuckle or something. I'm like,
make artistic.
What's I thought, what the hell's going? It's like some sort of Gus Van Sant movie or something. Like, what is
24 movie?
Who produced this match? A24. Yeah, it was so weird. I was like,
you get an angle from underneath the mat, and
like people getting slammed on the camera and stuff. Like. Anyway, so that was it for SmackDown.
Yeah, it was totally like, let's just get to Backlash at that point, which was shocking because Backlash was not a great card. Like I had very little hype for any of those matches.
Yep.
The only one I wanted to see really was Cody versus Brock Lesnar, which was a gonzo match because it was short but bloody. That's literally
Brock Lesnar's entire face, it was destroyed. I'm like,
and I had to go back because I'm like, wait, what happened? Because he went face first into the buckle. I'm like, was it a bladed buckle? Like, I don't understand. Like, it fell
who
off.
wrapped barbed wire on the
when you weren't looking. It was like ridiculous.
He just turns around, he's completely like, what the hell happened?
It's like when that old lady went into the cave in Amazing Race, and she came out, she was busted open, and she's like, Meredith! I'm like, what happened? Cameraman hit you with a steel chair.
Yeah, next time on Amazing Race, it's like the old woman comes hobbling out, her face is fully around. It's like one of the other competitors leg dropped her. Like somebody gave her a pedigree on the.
It's just funny because she comes up to me like, Meredith. I'm like, what the hell? She got an ass kicking in that cave. Don't go in there. It's like the freaking parking lot of NXT.
Wait, was it Survivor or was it Amazing Race?
It's Amazing Race. She did that, and then they had the next season. They had the lady whose husband got run over by the car, and then her children ran over her in one of those Amish buggies.
Oh my god! I was like, Amazing Race is the most dangerous thing ever. Are you doing Amazing Race this year? Hell no! I'm going into UFC. It's much safer.
I'm going to be a demolitions expert.
Oh my god! All right. So for us, we had Bianca versus Io Sky with no damage control until after. So I wrote a lot of notes. So Bianca got booed,
Yeah.
big time. The crowd was with Io. Bianca, I'm just gonna go through my notes and we'll talk in detail. Like Bianca did that one arm thing, which just Io fell bad. She fell right on her face. I understand you're strong with your big one arm, but once you do it for a second, dump them. Like Io literally, I thought Io died. I'm like, her face is destroyed. There's the power bomb off the ropes, yeah, with Bianca. Okay, damage control came out, and Bailey was trying to hold her hair, but then that distracted the ref or whatever. So Bailey, so now you can even the announcers were like, "Oh, Bailey kind of ruined this or whatever." Yeah. So that's your beginnings of Io becoming a face. Yeah, Bianca won, which was obvious. So, I mean, what did you think? Like, you know, Io Sky, like, you know, she got a lot of people cheering for her, man. So,
yeah, Io Sky needs to be turning face because, as I've said, she never really was a heel. She does big crowd pleasing moves. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just very obvious now. It's just prolonging the inevitable, and I think they should just turn her face sooner rather than later.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Just do it.
Because she was never a heel. She had some really nice moves. I did not like the one-armed slam because it was sloppy as hell. I think Io looked good, more or less. Mm-hmm. I still don't understand like why she stumbles to the ring, why she looks like she's drunk half the time.
Yeah, like what's that? Yeah.
I don't understand anything. Like Shinsuke Nakamura sort of vibrates to the ring, and I sort of get that. And Asuka takes off the mask and all that, but Io Sky just looks like she's been like she's drunken master. Like I don't know what she's trying to be. But she's got some good moves. She's definitely looks better now than she did when she first started. When half of her match I just couldn't watch because it just looked sloppy as hell. The defense being on her side wasn't surprising because apparently she's a big draw in Puerto Rico. So I just take that as a one-off. Okay. People tried to make a bigger deal about it, that people are tiring of Bianca or they're tiring of her having a long reign. I don't believe that. I just believe the venue. She's got a big Io is very popular in Puerto Rico, and they wanted to see her win. Puerto Rico is an outlier because it's the only place I've seen where Mia Yim has gotten a frigging reaction in like months. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't take anything.
They haven't been there in 18, or they haven't done a big event in 18 years. Is that something like that? Wow.
Yeah.
So they're just like, we want anybody.
Yeah, like, we'll accept anyone at this point. You know, but it was good, Sarah. And then Michin actually got an offensive move against Sarah Logan, better known as Ragnarok?
Whatever her name is.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know her name. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, yeah, so you can see they're doing that with the Bailey's ruining it, so it's going to be all, you know, they got to do it now because the problem is that I don't know if Io Sky, like how well her English actually is versus how she's playing up a character. You know, like her characters, I don't know English, but maybe she knows a little bit, but maybe not enough. So it's hard to tell a story when you can't speak. You got to tell it through action. So Bailey screwed up. So there should have been a thing where Io was angry, saying, "Why did you interfere? I had her," you know, and da, da, da. And then that splits up Io, and then Bailey and Dakota can be a tag team or whatever.
Yeah, because in order for Io to turn face, you have to have Bailey and
Dakota beat the crap
out of her. But what's the reason? Bailey cost her the belt. So if anyone has a chance, who has a reason to turn, it's Io. But if she turns, she's effectively staying heel, and the other two, like Bailey or whoever she attacks, is turning face. Yeah, like it's very muddled. But nothing about damage control has made sense to this point. So
yeah, they got to fix that up. Like they should do something now where like Io can get mad at Bailey and say you crossed me thing, and then Bailey Bailey slaps her. Hey, you don't talk to me that way. You know who I am. I brought you here. You're nothing without me. You know, and then Dakota can be, and then Io can look to Dakota for help, and Dakota's like, "Screw you, I'm with Bailey." It's like, you're nothing, right? And then they both beat the crap out of her, and then that'll be that.
What you need to do is call in. You have to have a promo with Bailey and Dakota and Io. What I would do is I would legit have Bailey and Dakota win the tag belts against Liv and Raquel, and then the next week or whatever, you have a segment where Bailey and Dakota are holding the belts, and they're like,
You're laughing at Io, and you're not that good.
You're like, one of us just is not pulling their weight. One of us didn't bring gold home. Now, Dakota, right. I see you having a belt on, a championship on your shoulder around your waist. So I know it's not you.
Yeah.
And I have a belt around my waist, a championship belt. So I know it's not me. So ding dong, hello. It must be Io. So Io, it's time for you to exit stage right. And, to replace you, we have 2 new members of Damage Control. Out come out, Ivadon, and Alba Fire. Gold. 4 of them with gold.
Yeah, that would be good.
The crap out of Io Sky.
Yeah, and then Io can be fighting them for a bit or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be really good, because then you have 4 people that are legit good.
And then Io fights and she gets beaten up and she's backstage. Asuka comes up to her and says, "Why are you fighting him by yourself? You need a partner." And then you have Io Sky and Asuka versus Damage Control and Ivadon and Alba Fire.
Right. I'm your goddamn partner.
Yeah.
From
holding up the
idol. I used to watch it on TV all the time, and she says, "I'm your new damn partner." Did you know that on TV?
That's terrible.
I'm your new damn partner, and that's what I memorized.
Oh,
that I had memorized because I had seen it off TV so many times. And then when I finally bought the VHS tapes, I never got the first VHS tape release. I got the next releases where they released them together in like a thing, a pack. And then I watched. I was like, "I'm your goddamn partner." I'm like, "What? That what? That's not what they said." It's like the Three Amigos. Your asses have just been streamlined. The Three Amigos are history. That is not in the Blu-ray. That line is cut out of the Blu-ray. It's really upsetting. Hey, Double C, how's it going, man? Yep. Okay. So that was that. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. Zelina came out in the Apollo Creed. Living in Puerto Rico. I thought they were gonna do the, living in Rico. Time is time. I love Apollo Creed. I love that entrance in Rocky IV.
Yes.
I love Rocky IV. Wow. You probably shouldn't have entered the ring against Dolph Lundgren, who has cancer, by the way. Did you know this?
No.
It just came out. No. He's had it since 2015. He's been battling cancer this entire time. Nobody knew. He had it in his lungs. His it was 3 places. He had 3 tumors. And it went in remission and it came back and now it's good again. No one ever knew. It just came out like literally today or maybe yesterday about Dolph Lundgren. No, he never said anything to anybody.
So it's official. The man is legit superhuman.
Yeah, like the guy's filming movies and doing stuff. Like he's been filming movies.
Yeah.
2015. Like the guy's been in movies and doing stuff. He was in Aquaman and all that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's like battling cancer, and he literally, like, he punched cancer out. Like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy. Literally, the article's like, if you needed more evidence that Dolph Lundgren was like super badass, it's like, this is crazy. Anyways, that's random, but so we had Zelina, Rhea Ripley in white.
Loved it.
I loved it. I was discombobulated. I'm like, what's happening here? I'm like, this is weird. And I'm like, okay, the sky is blue. Yep, check. That's still there. And I'm no, grass is green. Yep,
Yeah.
that's things off. Real Ripley's in white. It's like so interesting. So you like that? I wasn't sure if
I
you were gonna
loved
like that or not.
I loved her in the white. I wish he would wear something other than the black. And I was actually saying that the other day. Like, I wish he was in something other than the black. And she shows up in the white, and I'm like, this is why. She looked awesome in the white. I've gone back. So there's this I don't want to plug them, but there's this channel called Wrestle Family, but it's not Wrestle Family, like it's not spelled out properly. It's like WRSTLEFMLY or something.
Right. It's like they took out the vowels or something, right? Like,
Right. And they do shorts on wrestler evolutions. I've been watching that because they're going back and showing them year by year how they've evolved.
Cool.
So they've done Rhea Ripley, and she has probably the most pronounced evolution. And like, I looked at her, I'm like, kind of like the long blonde hair. I don't know what to tell you. The short black hair's fine, but the long blonde hair is epic.
Oh no, yeah, that yeah, she was good with that.
And you can shave the sides because she had the side shaved, but the long blonde hair, I'm like, oh freaking man, like
yeah, she's completely changed or whatever. Even when she was at that press conference, which I watched live on YouTube, she didn't have like the full. She just kind of had like her more. She looked good there too. So I mean, they make her up to be the thing, right? So they gotta make her look scary or whatever. But like, I wish Zelina would just do her normal hair.
Yeah,
Zelina with all these rainbowy hairs is like, I know.
I know, I'm annoyed by it. Well, if you look on that channel, the shorts, Sasha Banks starts out with the like just brown hair, and she looks stunning.
Yeah, I don't know why they need to change. Like they change it so much. Where it's like, I understand it's like they want to look cooler, but it's like, usually just the normal hair is just like fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
the natural hair looks good because it's your natural hair. It's what the hair you actually were meant to have with your complexion and that, right? So genetically,
yeah. The flip-flop thing was finally explained. I was able to sleep at night.
She threw it at her, and I'm like, do you know what this means? I'm like, yes, Zelina Vega has terrible aim because she missed her completely.
Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all. That's from Back to the Future. I'm on fire with my movie quotes tonight. But Rhea like, I mean, when Rhea was slamming Zelina, I thought that she'd go through the ring. Right? and I'm now going to start a timer for how fast does Rhea Ripley lose that big loop that she has. She lost it. I hate it. She lost it immediately, and then the referee picked it up. I'm like, thank God. Now I can relax and watch this match.
But no, the problem was I was staring at her earlobe the entire match after that. I was staring at her earlobe the entire match.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, once she loses it, then I'm good. Like, because I know it's gonna fall out. Because those are, it's just her earlobe wrapped around it.
Yeah.
It's like it has a groove. It's like a ring. It's not just a ring, it has like a groove in it for your skin. So as soon as you just go like this and it's in, and it's like, yeah, but that falls out. Like you just go flink. If you flick that, it's out.
Yeah, she goes into a headlock. It's gone.
It's out. It's gone. Right. So it's like, stop wearing it to the ring.
I don't understand it. It doesn't do anything. I actually don't like the elongated earlobes. Like, I don't like it. I actually don't like it.
I don't like that on anybody.
No.
And I've had some male male, like, let's say acquaintances that have that.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Like, ugh.
Yeah, it just looks weird. Like it makes it look like your earlobe is like, a foot long. And I'm like, can you just not do that? Like, seriously?
Also, that's done because it's stretched to hell. Like, you can't.
Yeah, you can't unstretch it. You can't undo it.
Yeah, you'd have to have that surgically changed or whatever. Yeah. Well. Anyway, so I mean, I mean, the match is as good as the match can be, considering it's Zelina Vega versus Rhea Ripley. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what was Zelina?
The match was exactly what you thought it would be. It was
Right.
literally exactly what. Like, there's nothing to talk about,
Right.
other than her throwing her flip flop at Rhea Ripley. Like, it was, you know, little bit of hiding. She did the DDT. You know, she did that stuff. Rhea then just got pissed off and riptided it her and won. And it's just like, sure.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
I mean, the entire card was kind of whatever to me. I didn't watch the Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest thing just because Bad Bunny is not a full-time wrestler. And I don't like watching non-full-time wrestlers because whatever they do there is not going to matter. I didn't watch.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
I mean, he did pretty good considering he's not a full-time wrestler.
Yeah.
But it's this whole thing where they just had weapons.
Yeah.
So it's like they just threw each other into random things, and you're like, okay. I mean, it's not part of a storyline, and there's no chance that Bad Bunny's going to lose, considering he's like, I guess he's some big recording artist or whatever. I don't know anything. I don't know who this person is at all.
He was in Bullet Train too.
Oh, I didn't see Bullet Train.
I haven't. I can show it to you at any point in time.
I should watch that. I should watch it. But anyway, I mean, yeah. So I don't care about that.
Yeah, I didn't care about that. The 6-man tag I didn't care about because if you're splitting up the bloodline, just do it already. I only cared about Cody versus Brock. And to be honest with you, that match was very quick. Now I have figured out what's happening. I've actually figured out, I plotted it out all the way past SummerSlam.
So Seth Rollins is going to win this belt.
He's going to win that belt. So don't worry about what Seth Rollins is going to do, because this is what's going to happen, I think. Brock Lesnar is going to beat Cody Rhodes at Night of Champions. He's going to do that for two reasons. A, no one will believe Cody will beat him twice. And second of all, Brock Lesnar is exceptionally popular in Saudi Arabia. You don't want to piss off the Saudis. All right? So he's going to win. And then everyone's going like, is the story over? No. So what's going to happen is the next SmackDown, Brock Lesnar is going to come in and he's going to have Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's going to be there. He's going to come in. He's going, all right, I did my part. I beat Cody Rhodes for you. So now you do your part and set up a championship match between me and Roman Reigns. Now, why he would do this when you have another championship belt, why he just didn't insert himself into that championship thing.
Right.
But they're telling you, they're not telling you a reason, because I believe that's the reason. And I believe that's the reason also because they also mentioned Brock Lesnar cannot challenge for the belt. So what I think happened is Paul Heyman said, if you beat Cody Rhodes for us, I'll talk to Roman Reigns and you'll get him. The implication is you'll get a match. So he'll beat Cody Rhodes and he'll say, okay, I want my match with Roman. Paul Heyman will say something along the lines of either I said I would talk to him. I didn't say you'd get a championship match. Or B, well, that was while we were all together. Now we got a brand split. You know, it's not
right.
The tribal chief doesn't want to.
He'll make up some bullshit, right?
Make up some bullshit. Brock will go crazy, and he will destroy rings and commentators and tables and all that stuff, and then security guards, and then he'll go away for a while. Cody wins Money in the Bank. Next night, it's like he's going like, I know usually with this sort of thing, I walk around with the briefcase, and then it's like, when's he going to cash? He's like, let me settle this for you right now. I'm not that sort of guy.
I'm cashing in right now.
Cashing in at SummerSlam against Roman Reigns. He fights Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. There's this, it looks like this, and it's like, oh, we're having a repeat Souls getting involved, whatever. Brock Lesnar comes out, freaking annihilates Solo Sikoa and the rest of them. Cody Rhodes wins the bout at SummerSlam. The next SmackDown or wherever the hell he's on, because what I figured out is Rollins is the top face on Raw. You need a top face on SmackDown. It's got to be Cody. So Cody's now on SmackDown, and then Brock comes out and says, "All right, Cody, you won one, I won one. Rubber match next pay-per-view, and that's for the belt."
Wow, yeah. Oh, wow. So let's see that. I mean, that is really. Let's see. It makes sense because we know Seth Rollins is going to win this thing.
Yeah.
This is for sure because
Yeah.
Cody's out of it, right? So
Yeah.
wait, I don't even. Yeah, Cody's out of it. So that's it. I mean, Seth Rollins is winning. That's
Yeah.
a no brainer. Then it's Cody versus Brock again at the champ. No, what's it called? Night of the Champions. And Brock Lesnar wins there for the reasons you laid out. Yeah, that all sounds like that's happening. That sounds like that's going to happen. Then what was the next thing you said?
He comes out.
Oh, Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. So there'll be some tension. Brock will leave or whatever. There'll be some sort of tension with him and Roman, and he'll go away because he only wrestles like a couple times a year or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then Cody will win Money in the Bank. That'll be for sure. Yeah, that sounds right. He's going to challenge. Yeah, I think that sounds all right. And then he'll win that. He'll finally win
at SummerSlam, and then he'll fight Brock in the rubber match at the pay-per-view after SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah, wow. Could be. And what's Roman Reigns going to do? Just take time off for a while?
I think he will. I think he'll come back and challenge for the belt eventually. It might come to a case where Brock doesn't challenge for the belt immediately after SummerSlam, or maybe it's a triple threat match. Maybe he has to fight both of them.
Why is there going to be two belts on SmackDown? Like, it's just make it one belt.
I hope to God not. I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that.
Like, just keep the one.
I can barely stand watching Kevin Owens come out with two belts. He's awesome. I don't like it. At least Sami Zayn put both belts around his waist, which I found funny.
Right.
But like Kevin Owens, he literally just walks around with them over his shoulders. I hate people who just hang the belts over their shoulder. I cannot stand it. It's a belt. Wear it around your waist. I don't know.
Yeah, and the fact that there's two. Oh, who remember the guy he would wear it around his neck? Who was that again?
Oh, didn't the Miz do that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but somebody used to wear it around
their neck. Yeah.
All right, so Raw. We had Rhea Ripley versus Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke, who has, we can take her face off the milk cartons. She came out to absolutely no reaction, and she barely wore anything to the ring. She's wearing like sneakers and like flesh colored something.
Like she was taking out the trash or something in the morning.
Yeah, she was very comfortable. She came in, Rhea Ripley demolished her face. Right, and then Natalya showed up with her enormous boobs and her enormous bum, and everything was right in the world. And she was going to challenge Rhea Ripley.
The best is like she came out as, and I don't actually have. I used to have this one, but I don't have it anymore. So I could just play that one.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. Her boobs were in the ring about a minute before she was.
Yeah. And I thought Rhea Ripley was going to be like, whoa, careful, you're going to poke somebody's eyes. That's from Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, which I love that movie.
I like Natalya versus Rhea. I think that's sure. Decent.
Yeah, that's decent.
Any reason to get Natalya in the ring, I'm all for.
Mm-hmm. Then we had Zoe Stark interview.
Zoe Stark.
Nikki Cross.
Picked on Nikki Cross for no reason.
Yeah, like Nikki Cross is just like just stand there and stare at people. Okay.
Yeah, her character.
He's like the Dexter Loomis.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk about the complaint department stuff, but anyhow.
We will. Oh, no. First of all, in the red.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Complaint department's like my favorite characters now.
Yeah. I like devote more time. Like, I'm glad that they're now color coordinated. I'm like,
yes.
She even had the little thing over her eye in red. I'm like,
I love it.
Thank you. Do never break up this tag team. I will.
No, they're the best
tag team for 10 years.
I mean, this petition thing was the absolute best thing I've seen in a long time. Oh. I'm literally on both their Instagrams now, and their post pictures is like, keep the red. You guys are awesome. Use the I love it. I love it. As long well, they don't have to keep the red, but if they're color coordinated, that's better.
I swear to God. I'll talk a bit more about. But this thing this was okay. you needed Zoe Stark to have a semi-squash match, which is what it was. I would have
Right.
liked more reaction for her because Zoe Stark is amazing, but she still performed well. But it was a standard match.
It was a clean win.
Clean win. The Z360.
Yeah.
I was very happy with that entire thing. I just wish she had more of a reaction because she's amazing.
Yeah, well, she will. She'll get. Yeah, she will. Then we had the whole Indy, Hartwell, and Candice, and them all were all back together again. It's like
I like the way, so I'm good. I'm good with it. They're better together than apart. But Dexter Loomis going like that with the big petition. I just like them going up to Zia Lee and like reuse, recycle, and whatever R was. And she's like, "What?" She's like, "Just sign this." I'm like, "Okay." And she's. I knew it, and I knew it was a petition to get them tag championship matches.
Right.
I just love Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville light up my day because
they do
love them.
They literally do.
Need them to be. I need more. I need them around more. Like they're hilarious together.
They're super hilarious. That's like the best tag team. That's like my favorite tag team since like Demolition.
I just need them to be called the complaint department on the way to the ring. And
yeah, just come on, guys, pull the trigger. Call a complaint department. Everybody wants that.
Yeah.
I'm like getting the petition is the best. And I'm like, why are we signing this again? Like, what is this?
No one knows. And they're telling a bunch of, this is to recycle and save the planet and all this. It's nothing.
It's like, you need to smile more. And they're like, he is smiling. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the complaint department in here. There's too many people I like now. It's like I gotta fix up some pictures.
Well, you can probably unfortunately get rid of Charlotte because we won't see her for a while.
We won't see Charlotte for a while. Alexa Bliss probably not for a while.
No.
You
can probably.
I mean, I can probably and like I guess Tiffany and Cora Jade could be moved. I'm not moving Lacey because I like her and she interacts with me. But I have to put the complaint department. I already had Sonya Deville, but I got to get her and Chelsea Green together and see if I can find a picture of both of them in the red.
I mean, it has to happen. Like Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, I mean, my God, like the writers must love writing for them because they're so good.
Yeah. All right. So we had the Rhea Ripley kind of interview and Tozawa and whatever. Those guys were there. I mean, that was whatever.
Yeah, that was just nothing. That was just like Xavier Woods laughing and let's have a match with Dom, which I'm like, okay, point being because Dominic's going to win, and he did. So I don't know.
I like Dominic Mysterio big time.
Yeah, it's just he didn't. It's just it's almost like you're treating him like he hasn't been around the last couple of years doing stuff. That's my problem.
Yeah, you're right. It's like the guy's got a lot of heat on him. He's a wrestler. He's been around for a while now. Like, let him win some matches. Let him do some stuff. Like,
yeah, having him fight Xavier Woods is just pointless to me. But anyway.
Yeah. Then we had Trish with the missing Becky.
I love this. I love the music happened, and she's like, and then it happened again. Yeah. And she's like, no, guys, the joke's over. Why are you playing her music again? And then she shows up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
There was some mega screw up at the end, because you saw Becky put the mic to her lips and then the music played.
Yeah, and then she dropped it or whatever, and it's like I couldn't tell what was going on there. I don't know if they were like
they're supposed to say, or she meant to say something, and they cut the segment.
Yeah.
It was bad, but
yeah, that was weird. But she didn't have to say anything. Like it's
no. Trish carried that though. Like she was hilarious in that entire thing.
Yeah, she was really funny. I love I'm concerned. We haven't seen Becky Lynch. Where is she?
I love putting out like, have you seen this woman thing? And she's got it on her shirt. She's like, look.
Where is she? Where is this person? Oh my God, that's awesome. And then we had the Liv and Raquel sign the petition.
They signed the petition to have a match against them. That's how ridiculous that whole thing was.
They gotta win.
I I
Yeah.
gotta say, Kel done something with her hair. She looked way better.
So who? Oh, Raquel.
Yeah.
Oh.
She whitened
I
her
think
hair.
that's just her. Yeah, in her civilian look. By the way, our poll is 50-50 on should the LWO abandon and it's 50-50 right now. But no, I didn't look. Let me see if I can see. This was Raquel Rodriguez. This was just like the other day, right? So
Yeah.
let me see. Let me go to like time. Let's go latest past 24 hours. Nah, I can't. Oh yeah, maybe this. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it's a low res picture, but yeah, okay, yeah. She did, yeah. Like in her civilian look, she's fine. But yeah. Oh, that was great. I gotta find the Chelsea. I'll try to find that tonight. Hopefully, Chelsea and thingy. All right, so let's go to NXT. We had so the tournament is on.
Mm-hmm.
I like everybody in the tournament.
Yeah.
So Tiffany versus Gigi. I was really surprised that it was just like a clean win. They're saying that her shoulder was injured.
Was buggered up, and the tape came off halfway through.
Right. So is that a kayfabe injury?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Though they usually don't put the tape on if it's kayfabe. Right. But I guess they could. I guess they could.
Why not?
It was fine. Tiffany Stratton has to win as much as possible. I love the world's prettiest moonsault ever. I love Toodles.
Yeah, Toodles is great.
Tiffany Stratton is just awesome.
She is awesome.
Gigi's cool, but like she's stuck in this unresolved feud with JC Jane that really is not like allowing her to do other things. She needs to finish that storyline off before she can sort of move on. But the question is that what does she move on to? I never really believed Gigi Dolan as a face, and I think once you take away the JC Jane component, it won't stick. It's just she doesn't strike me as a face.
Yeah, I have a feeling that as soon as that split is complete, both like JC Jane might still be able to do stuff, but Gigi might suffer a bit.
Yeah.
But I like Gigi a lot actually. But like it's just, but like Tiffany Stratton's like so awesome. It's like you just can't. Thea Hale getting 88% on the quiz was great. That was funny.
Thea Hale is a godsend. I love everything, and I'm starting to really love Duke Hudson as the MVP. Like they're chanting MVP during his match. I love that. I just love, and he keeps saying it's Duke University. Oh, I mean Chase University. I'm like, there's going to be a match afterwards because Andre Chase is going to come back and say, "Okay, Duke, we're good." And he's like, "You know what, Mr. Chase? I really enjoy being the dean." He's like marking quizzes and coming up.
He's like, I know you think just because Mr. Chase isn't here that you're going to slack off and I'm the supply teacher and all that. It's like, no, that's not going to happen.
And it's like his face for the entire thing is awesome. It's so happy and like, yes, you know, she's like, woo, woo, woo. And
I don't understand how Thea Hale as a person, if we ever met her, I'd ask her, like, I don't understand how you're able to maintain this character. Like, how are you able to stay in this character this entire, like, I said, I hope you know that, you know, for NXT, whenever you're on camera on NXT, I look at nothing but you.
Yeah.
It's like, because you are in character and I'm thinking, I'm waiting for you to break character just so I can see, because you're like, yeah. It's like, it's like, aren't you tired? Like,
energy is, she's the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
She literally has so much energy. I don't know. Like, I love Thea Hale, man. Like her talking to the other students.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And we had the Kiana interview, and she's like, I know I've got the toughest opponent. It's like, okay, sure you do. But that's just her. And then I mean, that was really nothing. Then we had Danny thanking everybody. It's like,
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay, who cares? Then we had the Lyra thing where it's like, oh, I've got 3 marked women. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then we had Kiana versus Lyra. Well, obviously Lyra was going to win because you just showed that. So what would be the point of showing that if she wasn't going to win? So it's like, okay. But it's another clean win.
Clean win, but some bad.
Yep. Oh, some really bad ones.
A kick that completely missed. Like, Kiana went down, and I'm like, that kick wasn't even in the same area code. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I it was closer to me than it was to her. That was awful. Like, she shouldn't have reacted to that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. It's weird because like do you react? Like, it's not like a movie where you're like, okay, we'll take it again. It's like
yeah, you can't. But it was just like, I don't know. It was awful. It was really
awful.
Bad. There was a couple of bad misses in that one.
Yep.
Lyra won, and that's cool. But no, I kind of think Kiana James has, or yeah, she's got the longer. I guess what's the word you could say? The brighter outlook, because I don't think Valkyria has a lot to her. She's got the feathers. She looks cool, but like, I don't know. She comes into a ring and I'm just kind of I'm not really feeling it with her. There's nothing specific. I don't care about the feathers. This thing I don't care about. The puffy boots. I can't stop looking at her knees.
I know it's brutal.
She needs knee pads or something. Like, there's something needs to happen here because it's just not engaging. It's not.
Yeah. I know, and I do like her. Her outfit needs to be a bit fixed up, and keep the character of the feathers and all that's fine. Keep the character, but like maybe go a little bit more warrior with it. Like, not like, oh, I'm just like free and searching. It's like, make it more like, you know, I'm like, you know, a tribe, like a Viking, like do the Viking Raider kind of a thing where like those Viking Raiders come out. I gotta tell you, it is scary.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty large. They're like large and very like, you know, dirty kind of guy. You're like, okay.
Yeah, they look legit like Vikings. The only problem is that they lose all the time. So it's like,
yeah. So what's the point of them?
Yeah, that's the thing. But like, I think I agree that she needs to almost go. I hate this. It's like Braveheart, where she's got to have face makeup and she needs to be a little bit more. Like, her attire needs to be a little bit more warrior, a little bit more leather and stuff. And I think she just needs to. I don't know. I think her style even needs to change a bit. I think she needs to be less pretty in the ring and a little bit more like blunt force.
Right.
Like, I think you need that because I think she's got the skills. I just don't think the character connects.
Yeah, they can fix it. They can do something to fix it. It's not like it's like, oh, this is a trash character or anything.
No.
But it's just like, yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay, she's cool. And then it's like for me, I'm like, oh, I'd rather have Kiana James win. Like, that's way more interesting for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I found this great. Look at this.
Oh my God. I love Chelsea Green's face.
Her face is so funny.
Yeah, her face is odd. Like, her reactions are.
She's like,
ah!
It's really funny. It's really funny. I got here. I'm trying to find a good picture. I found this is. Here's more like a more serious.
Yeah. Can't stop looking at that.
You need to, but it needs to be like complaining. Like, see, like, this is good. Like, you know, you can see that they're coming out to be irritating.
Yeah.
Sonya Deville's just like, I don't care about what's going on.
I can't stop looking at Chelsea Green's face when that picture.
the funny, yeah, like you can see, it's like, excuse me, do you know who I am? And I typed, oh no, I didn't type in complaint department. This is pretty good, but it's like this is not what they're wearing now. So it's like someone
they need to put the belts on them as soon as possible.
like somebody photoshopped that together, right? So that's
Right.
not really.
Yeah, I don't care. You need them in matching outfits.
Yeah, that's the problem. See, right now all the pictures, typically I just go PNG, and then that helps me see. And then, but none of these are current.
Right.
Right. Like this is not a current picture because they haven't done anything with the characters yet.
Right.
Like, see, this sucks. Like that's not.
That's so generic.
That's generic. That's not her outfit now anyway. So it's just shitty.
Yeah.
So like that's not good at all. Who's this? I don't know. Oh, she was with someone else, I guess, there. Yeah, see, all these are bad. And this isn't even a PNG. This is like a glamour shot or something. Oh, I didn't know there was a figure. But that's terrible.
Yeah.
So that's terrible. So I can't do the complaint department because I can make I make my wallpapers and stuff, but I can't do one. Sonia Deville. I don't think they have her either. I mean, she still looks kind of the same.
Yeah.
So I guess you could use that picture. But like again, it's like you need. Let me see if someone's done it. Let me do complaint department. WWE. Oh, this is funny. With Adam Pearce like trying to escape from them. I really like Adam Pearce like running away from them when they come to talk to him. My favorite thing ever is when Chelsea's like, "Excuse me, can I speak to the manager?" Because I want to complain against the manager of SmackDown. It's like, that's me. I'm the same person. Like she doesn't even realize that it's the same person. She just doesn't care at all.
I liked him walking into the room, and it was like Chelsea. I don't think it was Sonya. I think it was Carmella, and he literally looked like, oh my God, turned around and walked out without saying anything, and I was crying. Adam Pearce doesn't get enough credit for how awesome he is.
If they had Carmella with Chelsea with Sonya, like the complaint department, it's 3 of them.
Yeah.
That would actually be better than Damage Control. Like I'd be more pumped up for that. Like right now, my favorite tag team is complaint department.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, "Oh, who do you like?" "Oh, I like the Usos, I like the Street Profits." I like the complaint department. It's like, what? It's like, what? They're so funny. And I agree. I would sign that petition. This is bullshit. I would have signed that immediately.
If we ever met them, I'd be like, "Do you still have the petition?" I'm legit signing it.
I would like to sign the petition right now. Sonya Deville and then Chelsea. I guess what's her name got injured, right? No, what's wrong with Carmella? Is she having a baby, or is that?
She's on maternity leave.
Yeah, so she's gone for a year. So it's going to be these 2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, this is
anything with Sonya. This is awesome.
No, this is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, they just need to get they had good wardrobes last time, so they kind of had them in sync last time. So they got to be more in sync with their ward. This is so funny. I'm glad I saved that. This is great too.
Yeah, this is great.
Let me save that one.
I swear to God, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, whoever came up with them as a complaint department, needs a raise.
They really should get a raise. I agree with you.
Like those guys this is awesome, man.
Yeah, I've added them both pictures. There you go.
Nice.
It's so funny. Complaint.
Yo, you'll need a Zoe Stark one soon too.
Yeah, I should. rename Zoe Stark's. I think Zoe Stark is on my. So I actually have a couple of different, not the backgrounds that we use.
Yeah.
But I have like, let me look at my. Let me see if I need to update my. So I have like an icon that's for the stream.
Yeah.
And is Zoe on there? No. So I'll have to figure out something. Maybe change Bailey around. Well, actually, what I have on there is not too bad. I can maybe add Zoe in somewhere as well, but I can show you. I don't know if you know what. I can.
Your audio turned bad for some reason all of a sudden.
Yeah, my audio turns bad if I have too many windows open.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't have too many things going at once while I'm on here. Hold on, it should be okay in a second.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, that's because I had internet and photo viewer and thing. It's like you can't have too many things going. So this is my streams. Like that's
nice.
what the people see before. Yeah, this is what. So that is what people see as the advertisement for the show. So this is the show's advertisement. So I tried to get a little bit of everybody in there. So I can remove some people from here, like, like Alexa, I guess, can go, Charlotte can go, and I can put some other people there, But that's the actual that's the advertisement for the stream. But I'm putting this as something because this is super funny. I'll try to find some better. I'm trying to find some like higher res ones, but it's just there isn't really any, unless it's like this, which really isn't. Like this isn't like it's just them. Like this is not too bad. Yeah. But they look too serious here.
No, you need something ridiculous.
Like again, this is like posing, right? So that's not.
This is just the ultimate mess, man. Chelsea Green, like, just makes me laugh every time I see her.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not bad. There's a few like okay pictures, but nothing really that I can use.
No,
that's the problem. Like I need to have a PNG or something. Like, see, this is the outfit, I guess, that she normally would wear. Yeah, see, like this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't, like, okay, this isn't bad, but no, it's terrible. And it's on Instagram, which means I can't save it. You can't save pictures from Instagram. Yeah, I'll have to figure out something else. Ooh, there's this. What's this?
Whoa! Matthew Cardona is a very lucky man.
Oh, is that's
Zack Ryder? Woo!
Oh, yeah.
You know it. That's her husband.
Okay.
Long Island IC.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him on Instagram. Yeah. See, these are not good quality like pictures. No. Oh, this was not too bad. But no, you got to get the red.
Yeah.
So I think really you should go time past 24 hours, and then see there you can see this. There's the petition, and it says it's high res, but it's actually not. Like if you, oh, it's like a clip. That's why. Oh, that was good. How about this? No, it's terrible quality. Okay, so hold on a second. Some of these aren't that bad. Well, let me go back to this. Oh, this is off Twitter. Let me see if I'm signed into Twitter, I might be able to get a better version of that. I did get a better version of it. Oh, nice. Well, I can make an iPhone wallpaper out of this. That I can for sure do. Who is this from? Oh, is Sonia Deville's name Daria?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's her thing. I don't follow her on Twitter. I didn't realize that they post Twitter stuff too. Let me see. What the hell, I'll follow her just in case something cool comes up. But yeah, there's a good, okay. Oh yeah, there's much better pictures on her Twitter. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you can't see them because I don't want to share my Twitter feed, but All right. So I've got a good one now that I can use. All right. Cool. So I'm going to delete these ones. I'm going to save this one, and I will make us an iPhone wallpaper. No, and I'm telling you though, the complaint department is the best because I love that Adam Pierce is doing a crap job, so why not call him out? I don't know.
He is a
I
soul
will.
that they are not champions.
Yeah, I will say that they have a legit complaint actually because they didn't beat the actual, like Raquel and Liv did not actually beat the actual tag champions.
Yeah. Yeah, they
right?
did. That's true.
So I mean, it actually works out. It actually works out that way because it's like, well, technically they didn't beat them, so you're right. I should make that into a wallpaper.
There you
go. All right. Well, I think that's pretty good. Anything else to say on the men's side? I guess not really. We kind of talked about it.
No, I'm still not a fan that they have this championship belt, but it is what it is. They needed to give. I can't watch Seth Rollins movies. Well, I can't watch his movies, but I can't watch his matches anymore because the crowd just takes me out of it immediately, singing along to his, like, humming his song, and it's like I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on, and that's all I hear. I swear they're piping it in now because they were doing it, and I was watching the fans to see if their mouths were open and they were doing it, and they weren't. So I'm almost convinced that WWE is now piping it in.
Oh, wow. You think so, eh? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts because I just keep hearing it over and over again. I really like Seth Rollins. I think he's an awesome performer, but I can't do it anymore. I was watching the Omos match, and I just hear them singing the song all the way through the match. I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. Whoa! I just thought I would check the shop. Some crazy stuff, but we'll talk about that privately for a sec. But anyways, all right, guys. Well, that's it. Friday, the big one. Final four, getting down to the final two of the 80s Fantasy Versus. I'm super looking forward to it. I have not done anything. I have not ranked them at all. Like nothing. I've done nothing. So, and I'm at your place tomorrow. So that means Friday during the day, I'll have to ponder that. I can't do it. I just looked at story. I'm like, I already can't do it. I kind of know the two that I want in the finals, but then I'm like, but I'm torn between the two that I like to be in the finals versus the two that probably should be in the finals.
I have one for sure. I have a favorite.
Right. Okay.
Okay. The other ones are very like, I have one I like more than the other two, but I don't know if I'm being fair and if I'm being honest, I don't know if I can put it in. It's going to be very. There's one that's for 100% ironclad for sure, and the other one is I've done story, I've done pacing. I start to think about characters and artistry. Enjoyment I have, but artistry and character I keep flopping on because the problem with character, and I'm going to explain this more on when I get my ratings, but I can't legit say any of the final four have shitty characters. So I'm telling you this right now. I'm going off of how much I like the hero specifically.
That is what I'm doing as well. Going by that, even that's tough because
I know.
The brothers are awesome.
Yeah.
I like Mason Ilias a lot.
Yeah.
Talon is awesome, and Hawk's pretty. Characters is the
I have
toughest
it
one.
for character if I do it like that.
Right.
I do have
Okay.
it for character.
Okay.
Artistry, I'm struggling with, but I think I'll get there.
Mhm.
Artistry is really tough. I have the bottom one for artistry and I have the top one, but the middle two, well, I think I know what it's going to be. I'm lying. I now have them, but I have to still write them down because it's tough. Like even like pacing is impossible.
Yeah, they're all short movies. I don't want to go by just the time, but like
no, I'm not going by the time.
Like I'm close to almost saying like, well, I'm just going by which one was I never bored for even 1 second.
Yeah.
Like there is one where I was not bored for even a second.
Yeah.
That one's gonna win. But then the other ones, I don't know, because there's always times where like, I wish they'd hurry this up a bit. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, that is it. And hopefully we'll see you on Friday. If not, one week from today. And remember that 1 week from today.
Woo! You got a day Wednesday, baby.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.